guys, as far as a group of guys, have gone through probably more than any group of college students that I've ever coached. And how they've stuck with each other, how they've stuck with me and Coach Harrison and CWC has been really, really impressive. I would go through what they're going to do after this season, but there's a lot of moving parts. Some guys are going to move on. Some guys might be back. So we're kind of figuring that out after the year gets done. But we're going to do one thing that I do with my guys, all right? We're going to do 2 claps for all these guys, all right? So on 2, we're going to go 2 claps. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Thanks, fellas. Let's go.
Just heard Coach, man, I'm losing it for a moment. I heard Coach right there. We will step inside here. We'll preview the boys game coming up here on Rustler Radio. Gotta turn myself on there. It's Rustler basketball here on 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. It's the men's turn to take on this doubleheader on sophomore night. Wybridge could join alongside Joel Kindle, and Central needs one of two games here. And what do you want to see tonight?
That'd be sweet too to get a doubleheader sweep. You know, gals and guys. The gals did their job, winning 80-72 in the game just previous to this. And it's not an easy task tonight. In fact, they never are, it seems like, in Region 9 for the guys. They've come so close so many times, but just cannot seem to pull off the win, you know, down the stretch of some of these games. But tonight they get a different foe, and they get this different foe 2 games in a row today and then again on Monday up in Powell. Yeah, the one in Powell was actually supposed to be played a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, but stuff kind of interfered with that, and that is why it's going to be 2 games in 2 days for Central and Northwest. And that was kind of the same thing last year. I don't know what the reason was, but the Lady Rustlers had to play LCCC. And I think this could happen to the gals this year, where they could end up playing Northwest 3 in a row. I don't think the guys are probably not quite locked in, but we're probably going to Torrington in a play-in tournament game.
Yeah, again, they got to win 1 of 2 to lock the 5 seed. They'll wait to see who all will be seeded wise. They just win 1, they are locked in that 5 seed. So that's what Central is up for tonight. For Central, they enter this game 8 and 14 on their 1 game losing. They fell to Western Wyoming in their previous matchup. Jesse White leading the scoring for the Rustlers this season.
I've got them 8-15 in 23 games, but
I might be
off by 1. Did you get the Western game or something? The last game they just played, but anyhow, both teams have lost 15 games on the year. However, Powell Northwest has won 11, you know, as opposed to the 8 that CWC has won.
Yeah, and for Northwest, I have them right now on a 10-game losing streak, if I'm not mistaken, Joel.
Well, I've got their scores here too. Let me take a look.
But they are 4-7 on the road. They defeated, I'm trying to make sure I get all this stuff right here, as their leading scorer for Northwest is, gotta make sure I get this information correct here. He averages 15 points per game. He's a freshman from Denver, Colorado. Bryson Stevens, a freshman, 6'1", averaging 15.4 points per game. And then right behind him is Juan Pablo Camargo, a freshman from New Mexico. He averages 15 points a game.
I actually, by the way, had them winning a game last Saturday against Eastern Wyoming College.
Oh, that might have been where I missed it right there.
106-97. So that's us, isn't it? Man, I've got to get these things together. I've got too much paperwork up here as I'm going old school on everybody, but anyhow, both teams have lost 15 games on the year. However, Powell Northwest has won 11, you know, as opposed to the 8 that CWC has won. Yeah, So probably the two teams combined. That's our Colorado All-Stars game. So let's get that over to here.
But for Central, again, it's a sophomore night where they're going to recognize sophomores for their time here. And there's multiple on this Central Wyoming team. And like Brad Schmidt, when you heard him a while ago, they've gone through a lot. COVID season, especially this year, COVID weather, and everything, really everything that got in their way, possibly.
And on top of that, you don't really know, when you do a sophomore night, who's there and who's coming back, So it's kind of a weird deal here as I get my schedules and rosters together. And yeah, I do think they've lost a few in a row here, so.
Yeah, I have them for a 10-game losing streak falling to LCCC in their previous matchup in that one.
In fact, have they won a game in Region 9 as of yet?
And that's what these two games could factor into these playoff implications. And what a way to end. I mean, in Fremont County, everything just seems like it's coming to an end. Wrestling will end this upcoming weekend. Basketball regionals and everything like that. But what a way to kick it off here with Central's final home game when they take on the Northwest Trappers. We will step aside here. We will be back on Rustler Radio, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. And we are back here on Wrestler Radio, streaming online at wrestlerathletics.com as the starting lineups getting announced here. And for Northwest, this was a game time decision, but starting for Northwest, wearing number 10, David Ayala, a freshman from New Mexico who averages 9 points per game. You have wearing number 12, Gabriel Gutierrez from Provo, Utah, averaging 11 points. Also starting for Northwest, number 15, Juan Pablo Camargo, a freshman from Mexico, averaging 15 points per game. Wearing number 24, wearing number 24, Bryson Steffens, a freshman from Denver, Colorado, averaging 15 points per game. And number 32, Alan Swenson from Belgium, at 5'11", averaging 5.3 points per game.
You know, typically unlike sophomore night or senior night, you'll start all your seniors. Well, for CWC, that's impossible because you get several technical fouls because what do they have, 9 of them, I believe? And so it's really a goofy situation in that regard here on sophomore night for Brad Schmidt to deal with his team.
And that's what it looks like here. Trey Sims, Nate Mims, Jesse White, Davis Richard, and Sebastian Gaza will be your starters for Central. And right off the bat, we have a technical shot made right there. So it's a 1-0 lead for Northwest right off the bat.
One of those dunking ones, I think, in the pregame, if you're spotted doing it. And CBC basically did a dunking exhibition there.
So it's going to be Northwest basketball to start this game, and we are underway here at Central Wyoming Gym. Excuse me, I apologize. Here is Gutierrez. We'll try to bounce it inside. Here is Camargo. Camargo going up for the shot, up, and tap in is good.
Yeah, certainly a height advantage for CWC. They've got this, or for Northwest, they've got this international group of 3 players, 6'7" or taller, all from foreign countries.
Here's Jesse White. Sebastian Gaza for 3. That's no good, but that's something you really don't see from Central.
No,
Sebastian Gaza.
We won't see it again.
So. Well, I saw them practicing that a little earlier today as that shot is no good from Northwest there. I did see Sebastian testing that 3-point range, and that first one not able to connect. Here's White with the basketball. Gives it off to Sims. Sims will be called for the no, it's going to be
White off ball, yes.
And it will be Northwest basketball.
That's Trey Sims' dad to come up and talk just a little bit before the ball game, and we appreciated the kind words from him.
Yeah, we want to.
So hopefully we won't botch this broadcast. But
yeah, we thank him for the opportunity to meet him, and it's Northwest basketball. It's going to be kicked out here to Steffens. Steffens backs out a little bit, guarded by Sims. Bounce pass inside to Camargo. Camargo will take the shot, and that is good.
Now think about this. The Trappers have lost 10 in a row, and the record is 11-15. So think about that. Before that, they were 11-5 before they went to this tailspin.
And it's Central basketball. Gaza with the basketball gives this off to Richard for 3. That's up, no good, and it's going to be rebound there by Camargo.
You know, think of a team that's lost 10 in a row getting off to a good start is probably pretty important for them, and thus far they've done that.
Yeah, big games for both teams in this one. Central looking for the 5 seed with a win today, and that's how your game is going to get started, from a 2-point shot from Mims for Central. Now you have Swenson, gives this off here to Camargo, and will get another basket. He's just scoring his points inside the paint. White with the basketball, gives this off to Mims. Mims looking for somebody to give it off to. Here's Sims. Sims passes this off to Richard. Richard backs out, gets a screen from Gaza. Richard, charity stripe shot, no good. Rebound there by Gutierrez.
Camargo, one of the 3 double-digit average scorers on this team, averaging 15 a game. He's got the ball now.
Camargo guarded by Gaza. Camargo going to go for a 2-point shot. Can't get it. Rebound there from Gaza.
Became a no-point shot then. So,
and there's White going to try to drive in. Makes an acrobatic move with the ball and can't make it happen.
I think Camargo may have affected that, in fact.
And now here is a 2-point shot made there by Steffens.
Yeah, a scooper there as he put that one into the hoop.
And it's Central basketball down by down by 7. Here is White. White will lose the basketball, then picks it up, and will dribble back out. Here's Sims, floater shot, and then they're going to get called for the charge. It'll be on Sims.
Things not going CWC's way, and as a result, we're going to see wholesale substitutions. 4 new wrestlers check into the ball game.
Tony Gia, Jaron Miller, Stephen Long, and Yehi Blackbear, will all check in.
Interesting, all have started at different times this year. I think we've had 10 different starters that I believe in this lineup for CWC.
Really? That is information new to me, Joel.
Write it down, you can use it. This is our last game of the year, so you probably can't use it.
Gutierrez converting on a 2-point shot. It's 11-2 now.
Yeah, they're in the suburbs of a double-digit lead already in this contest.
And we're not even 4 minutes in. Here's White. Passes this off to Long. Goes baseline. Kick out here to Miller. Miller going to take a 3-point shot. That's in and good.
Yeah, much-needed basket that time of the 3 variety.
And that is the first 3 by either team tonight. It goes to Jaron Miller. And now here's a 3-point shot that is converted there by Aliyah.
Yeah, the iron kind there as it hit a lot of rim, but it was able to fall for 3.
It's a 9-point game in favor of the Trappers. Long kick out to Gia. Going to try to drive in, go for the 2-point shot, gets it up and good. And we have a timeout. Is it a timeout taken by Northwest or is it taken by?
I guess by CWC. The Northwest coach is asking how long it is.
Oh, gotcha. It's a 30-second timeout, and we will just keep it right here for you guys as you got the live reach right now, Joe.
I do. So don't forget the Wrestler Sports Report every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, great. The one I pick out, I'm plugging it myself. Tuesday and Thursday morning at 9 a.m. on the CWC Athletics Facebook page. Interviews, schedules, highlights, and more. Tuesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. on the CWC Athletics Facebook page. And on our Pepsi scoreboard, right now the score 14-7. We're just a touchdown down here on the Pepsi scoreboard with 15:39 to go here in the first half.
It's 14-7 in favor of the Trappers. Inbound from Gutierrez will go off to Swenson. Swenson will cross the court. Crossing the center line, tries to take it himself. Can't get it. Rebound there by Blackberry. Will outlet this to Miller.
That was certainly a stop-and-go dribble that time, but it doesn't amount to points.
Here's White going to try to drive in. Kick out here to Long. Long. Now he will go in, and a foul will be called on Northwest. I believe you're going to get Gutierrez on the foul call. We will see. It is on Gutierrez. That's his first. And that is the team's first as well. White to inbound. We'll give this off to Miller. Miller getting a screen from Blackberry. Going to try to drive in. Shot up and good.
Nice shot over the taller, player that time in Camargo.
Here is Swenson. Gives this off inside, on the arc to Ilaya.
That was very close to travel as his trail feet was kind of going up and down.
And there's Camargo getting the 2 points inside, and I already have him for 8.
Well, he's 7 off his average, so I'm thinking he may get it.
Here's White, hand off here to Gia. Gia going to back up, try to go inside, back to Blackbear. Blackbear drive in, layup up and good.
That's body control by Blackbear as he traversed the paint.
Here is a lob pass, and that doesn't work out. Blackbear making an effect on it.
Yeah, CWC claiming Camargo touched it last. Officials do not see it that way.
And it'll be it'll be Trapper basketball up by 5. So the 10-point lead is now down to 5. 16-11 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Pass goes out to Aliyah. He's going to shoot a 3. That's no good. Rebound there by Blackbear. Here comes White crossing the timeline with 14:23 to go. White, elbow shot, up and good. I don't think he was expecting that to go in.
That was an awkward-looking release on that shot, but it falls.
Here's Northwest losing the basketball, and it's a turnover by the Trappers. And it will go to Central Wyoming.
Talked to the officials before the game, asked them who they were going to shaft tonight, and they did not realize I was joking, but I was.
It's 16-13 in favor of the Trappers. Checking in for Northwest, Alex Pena. I hope I apologize for the mispronunciation there. Sophomore from Denver, Colorado. Gia going to get fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. and we'll cut this lead hopefully to 1. Gia this season, 79.2% at that free throw line.
Has been starting recently but did not start tonight's game. Our score is 16-13 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Free throw up and in by Gia. Cuts it to a 2-point disadvantage for CWC at 16-14.
Gia's second shot is up and no good. So Gia converts 1 of 2 on that one. And it's Northwest basketball up by 2. Steffens give it inside here to Gutierrez. Tries to go baseline, can't though. Here's Steffens gonna try to drive in. Shot up and it's no good. Is it gonna remain with Northwest? It does.
Well, this Pena Villa at 6'4". He looks much taller than that out there, to me at least.
I have that on the roster as well, Joel. Inbound pass goes into Pena. Pena will back up, give it off here to Pena, or excuse, that was, I apologize.
Pena Villa,
yeah, Steffens gave it to Pena. I apologize, that shot no good. Miller with the basketball, hand it off here to Long. Long will make something happen. I'll just give it off here to Gia. Gia gives this off to White. He's going to shoot a 3. That's up, bang. That's good.
And we got our first lead switch, I think, or lead change of the ball game.
Yeah, first lead, and White gets the steal. Here comes White, loses it for a moment. Miller's going to take the shot, and what a shot!
Well, I knew he was going to be fouled on the play, so I decided to put it up as he was going to be fouled, and he does hit glass and fall in.
Yeah, falling backwards and going sideways was Miller, and he converts on the shot. And he has 1 to come.
A quick turnaround. The score was, 11-2, not all that long ago, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that foul was against Pena, and that shot and 1 is good. So 3-point play for Central. Checking in for Northwest, Oyeku. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sophomore, averaging 3.5 points per game. Or 3.5 points per game this season. Gutierrez, guarded by Gia, tries to drive in, kick out here to Camargo, and he will get fouled, and he will go to the line.
I have a hunch that ball, had it fallen, would not have called a foul on that play, but when it didn't fall, I think that's when the whistle blew.
Be Gutierrez going to that free throw line.
Well, you're a thirsty guy. Ate too many chips, I think.
We gotta make sure you're filled up for the broadcast. Joel, is that first shot there is up and good. I apologize. That was Camargo who got that free throw trip and the first free throw to go in. Second shot coming up, averaging 63% at the line this season. Second shot up, no good. Rebound there by Pena. He's looking for Camargo. Shot up, no good. Put back is in and good though.
Well, he is just, very close to his average already in this game.
He's at 11.
He needs only 4 more, then he can sit down and be happy.
Trailing by 1, or as the Trappers. Central up 20-19 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Mims in that post position, guards by Pena. Shot up, good by Mims.
Not an easy shot, the spin and fall back there.
And here comes Northwest. Oyeku goes to the left side, give it off here to Gutierrez. Going to try to drive in on Long. Goes up and is no good. Rebound by Black Bear with 12 minutes to go. Gia going to try to drive in. Shot up and no good. Long trying to tap it in and can't get it. And it's a 3-point lead still for Central. Steffens going to try to drive in. Goes on Black Bear. Misses the shot. It's there for Miller. Miller's going to bring the basketball up. Central has a 3-on-2. Gia, shot, no good, and a foul is going to be called. Is it going to be on the floor, or is it going to be, I got to think he's going to the free throw line. They are shooting 2.
Kind of a late whistle as the ball had already been rebounded by another player, but they'll call the foul on the shot previous to that.
Sims, Richard, White, and Gaza will check in a moment with 11:38 to go. At the free throw line again this season, 79.2%. his shots up, and no good. We'll have one more to go. White's going to come in for Gia, so that's why he is still at the substitution area. But it'll be Sims, Richards, Mims, Gaza, and White after Gia makes this free throw.
Interesting lineup for Northwest. Not a single player from Wyoming. They have a player, from Star Valley, but it's being redshirted. But nobody on their roster active is a Wyoming player.
Yeah, you were mentioning Barrett, a redshirt freshman from Star Valley. And the inbound pass goes for Northwest. Oyeku, guarded by White, crosses the center line. Oyeku gives this off to Langer. Langer, bounce pass inside here to Camargo. Camargo goes for the spin move, can't make the connection. Here's a kick out here to Steffens. He goes for the two-point shot, no good. Put back dunk is no good, and they scramble for the basketball, and then we have a foul call on the play.
I
think you're going to get Gaza on this one.
Yeah.
And that's Gaza's first foul of the game, and
it probably won't be his last.
No, I mean he usually gets in foul trouble, but
it almost seems like if they're not sure the foul is on, let's call it on him, is what it almost feels like.
So the foul is called on Gaza, but it's saying Central basketball. And they will change it back to Northwest. Then, yeah, Gaza, he usually gets a foul early on in the game, but with 11 minutes to go, that's his first foul. Here's Oyeku.
And he's going to have his hands full with the Spanish big man, obviously.
Oyeku, long, two, up, good. And that's Oyeku's first points of the ball game. With 10:56 to go, it's 23-21. White crosses the timeline, gives this off to Gaza, pass inside to Sims, goes under the hoop and could get it in.
Nice reverse by Sims there, taking advantage of what was given him.
And here is now Steffens. Steffens, top of the arc, guard by Mims. Steffens trying to make a move, and Mims will hit it out of bounds and will remain with Northwest.
I was surprised Mims wasn't called for a foul. They're bodying him up pretty good on that drive.
It'll be Northwest basketball. Oyeku will inbound it. Bounce pass inside.
That's a dangerous bounce pass because you have such a good chance of hitting the end line on that.
Steffens passes this out back to Oyeku for three. Hits back iron, no good. Rebound there by Richards. And here comes Richards. Pass this off here to Mims, and Mims will lose the basketball. Will remain with Central, though. And a good crowd here for sophomore night.
And I think for those dance teams, I think is part of the crowd as well that they've got performing at the various half times.
I do have the name of that group as I'll make sure I get that name for you. Here's White, 4-3, up, no good. Rebound there by Gutierrez.
Yeah, I think you probably mentioned Jack Klumak not able to play with an injury and is probably gone for the year.
I did not mention that. Yeah, he's
and that hurts their second leading scorer and probably their maybe number one defensive stopper.
Gutierrez getting the points there on that possession. We hope Klumak has a good recovery.
As Richard Long misses on the three.
2-point lead for Central still. 25-23. Oyeku loses the basketball for a moment with 9:32 to go. Black Bear, Long, and Miller will check in next dead ball. Layup from Oyeku is no good, and it's rebounded by Gaza. White gets around the screen from Gaza. He's going to drive in. Underhand shot, no good, and it remains a 2-point lead. Steffens for two, ties the ball game up. Or Stevens, I apologize.
Well, we had a close game up until the end of the Gals game earlier, so maybe this one will follow suit.
Yeah, it was a really good game by the Lady Rustlers, getting that 80-72 win here. Sims for two, gets it in and good.
Nice body control on that drive as he just kind of, beat his man and then ended up scooping it in.
Here is Northwest now. Oyeku, guarded by White, getting a little pressure as White will get called for the foul. And that will be his first. It's the team's fifth.
And more substitutions coming in as we'll get the media timeout here, I believe, for a stoppage after 10.
And we will take one with them. You're listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. And we're back here on Rustler Radio 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. 8:37 to go, 27-25 in favor of the Rustlers. Here's a pass here from Northwest. It's no good. Here's a rebound by Sims, and he'll give it off to Gia and now to Miller. Crossing the logo, 8:23 to go. Black Bear getting the pass, misses it for a moment, but gets it right back. He'll take a couple dribbles. Now he keeps going, baseline. Kick out here to Miller. Miller gonna kick a three. No good. Rebound there by Stevens.
Well, Northwest likes to break. In fact, they'll break even when they don't have numbers, like is the case right there.
And here's a shot from Gutierrez.
I kind of came up from the ruins there and just put it up and in as there were bodies on the ground.
Yeah, scrambling for the basketball. Gutierrez just picks it up and puts it in. And Gia drives in, kick out here to Black Bear. He's going to take a long two and will miss it all with 7:43 to go. Oyeku give it off here to Stevens. Kick out here to Pena. Bounce pass there to Langer. That's also no good. Miller bringing the basketball up with 7:30 to go. Sims almost traveling there. Give it off here to Long. Long pass it to the top of the arc. Swing out here to Miller from Gia. Miller. Long two. Off the backboard, no good.
Boy, flat-footed rebound that time by Pena.
And it will be Northwest bringing the basketball up, looking for another lead change, and Oyeku will get fouled. And who's this? It's going to be on Gia. That's his first. It's the team's 6. So one more would put Northwest at the bonus.
Hasn't been a lot of fouls here so far in this game. Well, you're just sharing that last one.
Yeah.
There was fouls aplenty.
Yeah, fouls of plenty, like you mentioned there, Joe. First shot from Oyeku, no good. Oyeku on the season at that free throw line, 50%. And we have new substitutions come in for
Camargo back into the contest as Pena goes out. At least that's one sub. Other one won't be able to come in as the free throw is missed.
It's 0 for 2 for Oyeku. Miller, 7 minutes to go, gives this off to Long. Pass it out here to Black Bear. Black Bear, inside pass there for Sims, almost losing it. Sims will go for the shot, can't get it. It's rebound there by Northwest. Oyeku, pass it here to Stevens for 2, and Northwest regains the lead.
Team certainly looked very evenly matched here in the first, 12 minutes or so.
And you almost got a steal there from Northwest, but Gia makes him pay for it.
He used his arm to give him some separation, which was good there.
And as that goes out of bounds, it retains to Northwest. Alaya checks back in. White and Mims also check in. Gia and Sims check out. It will be Northwest basketball at the baseline. Inbound from Oyeku. Let's see who looks for. Gives this off here to Alaya. Pass it to Stevens. He'll put it up and good.
This has done some damage inside, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got 9 points in this game right now.
Well, 24, or most of their points are from 2 different players, basically.
Here's Mims. Thought about a 3. Elbow shot, now up. No good. Hits back iron and bounces out. 6:06 to go. 29-31 in favor of Northwest. Rustlers down by 2. Gutierrez pass it inside, and it's almost stolen by Black Bear as Black Bear was trying to avoid a foul, and then you got a underhand layup attempt from Camargo. That's no good. Long gives it off to Black Bear. Nice pass and one.
Well, good body control on a good pass there.
And Black Bear will go to the free throw line. Good alley-oop pass there. Attempted for Black Bear.
You know, it's weird. Had the pass maybe been even better, he might not have been fouled. So it actually works to their advantage there.
So at the free throw line, Black Bear looking for that 1 point lead and will get it. And Black Bear with 5.
Interesting thing about Camargo, their post player, who they list at 6'9", he's a good player. He's also left-handed, and that is, I think, giving us some difficulty with that strong left hand.
Miller hits it out of bounds, and it stays with Northwest with 5:40 to go, excuse me. Gutierrez inbound it here to Stevens. Stevens will bring it back out, give it off here to Oyeku. Oyeku guarded by White. Gonna go make a spin move, kick out here to Alaya, and that is a high bounce off the rim and no good.
Almost bounced off our shot clock, in fact.
White gives it to Mims. 3, up, no good. Who gets the rebound? And then I think you're going to get Gaza called for the foul, and they will. So that's his second. Gia will check back in for Long.
You know, good aggression going after the rebound by Gaza, but obviously he got called for the personal foul, and will walk to the way and shoot the 1-on-1.
Yeah, Central has put Northwest in the bonus. Northwest has one more foul to give, and then their second one after that would put Central in the bonus with 5:16 to go.
Not a great free throw shooting team, shooting just 66.7% as a team.
Well, at the line is shooting 63%. That is Camargo. He gets the first one, ties the game up.
Looked like a better than 63% shooter there.
And he's got 12 already. And the leading scorer is Steffens, and he right now has 9. Second shot in good. And I apologize for that. Thank you, Joel, for fixing my roster up. Got a substitution.
It's not like football
in.
where you can have different players wearing the same number, offensive and defensive. Just trying to.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I don't know about the multiple same numbers thing. As that goes out of bounds, stays with Central. 33-32 in favor of Northwest.
I was watching a high school game in Texas this year, a playoff game, and they were wanting to interview one of the players, but they said it was going to take so long to get to him because they had to shake hands with the 160 players dressed on the other team.
Really?
So.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that.
And that was
Joel.
the Highland Park game. Highland Park, who I talked about earlier this week, by the way.
Here's Mims going to try to drive in on the right side. Can't do it, though. Back out here to Miller. Miller will bring it back to the top of the arc, looking for a screen from Gaza. We'll try to drive in, hand it off here to Mims. Mims, there's a long two, no good. Who's going to be rebounded by? Gaza will try to save it. And
That's
it's
a great
rebound
save.
there by
He was
Pena.
pretty much on the mat there at the end.
Boygu gives this off here to Pena, and that three is good. And that's Pena's first points of the ball game. Comes off a three.
He
It's
didn't
a
score on a drive earlier. I thought he might have.
I might have got that wrong. Thank you, Joel, for correcting that. And Gaza getting the 2. So, yeah, definitely we'll check that. I have unofficial stats still. That's the nice thing about getting official stats at halftime. We can fix those mistakes.
See, there's that left hand again.
And
walk.
And a foul, or excuse me, travel call. And it's to a 2-point game. Black Bear, Richards, and Sims will check in. It'll be Gia, White, Richards, Sims, and Black Bear, the 5 for the Rustlers, with 4:09 to go.
Interesting, in baseball, they call a left-handed pitcher a southpaw, but there's no particular name for left-handers in other sports except being left-handers.
Really?
That's just what I'm thinking.
Here's Sims, going to take a 3. That's up and good!
Nice step and then step back.
And Sims got 7. 3:48 to go. Rustlers up by 1. 37-36 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Oyeku gives this off to Loigu. Loigu going to try to drive in. He's guarded by Sims. Kick out here to Pena. Pena bounce pass inside to Camargo. He's going for the 2. That's up and good.
Well, they're trying to body him pretty good, but to no avail. He's putting in some points.
Here's a 3 from Richards. No good. It's going to be rebounded there by Oyeku. Oyeku drives in. Kick out here. Passengers right there to Camargo. Giving it inside to Gutierrez. Can't get the layup. Shot put back from Camargo. Good, and he is at 17.5.
Which is 2 points over his average.
Here comes White with the basketball with 3 minutes to go. Northwest up by 3 over the Rustlers on sophomore night at Rustler Gymnasium. Black
have a hold.
It's going to be on Northwest. It will be on Northwest. That goes on Gutierrez. That's his second foul. And one more puts Central in the bonus.
You know, CWC not a real tall team. You know, our tallest player, Gaza, 6'10". But you got to be careful with him as far as foul trouble, trying to deal with the Mexican post, who's doing a nice job.
Here's Gia, going to go to the right side, give it off here to Sims. Sims going to take a 3. That's good, and that's the exact same spot where he made his other 3.
Yeah, it's kind of looks like maybe he's a spot-up shooter from that area.
Stevens drives in, give it off here to Camargo. Camargo going to give it off here to Langer. Langer, dump stop, back inside to Camargo. He's going to go for the 2 and won't get it. Put back up, no good. He tried to tap it in, and Long gets the rebound, and that's probably one of the few times tonight that they've been able to not let Camargo score.
Interesting, he spun to the right and then shot left-handed as 2 CWCers collide and turn the ball over.
And Gia and Black Bear run into each other. The travel call is made. It's 40-40 with 2:17 to go. Tonight ball game on sophomore night, and pretty good games. Like you mentioned, Joel, earlier, it was a pretty close one until that fourth quarter when Central was able to pull away. And there's that was close. The official called it a little bit after I was about to say a block from Richards, but Richards gets called for the foul. And that is his first. It's the team's 8th. At that free throw line, Bryson Stevens, shots up and good. And Stevens has got double-digit points now. Right now, he shoots 70.5% at that line this season. Second shot, up, hits the back of the rim, no good, and it's rebounded there by Long. Gia brings the basketball up, 2 minutes to go. Gia, hand it off here to Sims. Sims will pass it off to Long, swing it to Miller. Miller goes to the top of the yard, give it off here to Gia. Sims drives in, goes behind the back, losing the basketball. Sims will pick it up, and then we have a foul call.
I don't think it's a foul. You've got a player who was out of bounds touching the ball, I believe, for Northwest. That player just checked out of the ball game, and that is Langer. We have a Langer on our team in volleyball. She's sitting right over there.
Sophie Langer, who volleyball
had a great year. Team had a fantastic year.
Here's Long, drives in, goes for the shot, and is blocked there by Camargo. And it is a Northwest lead with 41-40 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Inside pass to Camargo. Is he going to get it up and good?
He could have 20 points before halftime. CWC hanging right here in the ball game, despite that effort.
Yeah, there's only one behind. And Northwest has 2 double-digit scores, and a travel by Miller is called. Central only has 1. Sims has 10 right now.
I think Long turned on him, and then he had no place to throw the ball, and he is forced to make the travel, but the fault isn't completely with him. I think he expected Long to be looking back for the pass. When he turned, he got hung. I would give it to Camargo. That'd be my idea if I'm the Northwest.
Stevens,
but that will work too. So
yeah, he's the other double-digit scorer right now. Stevens with 12. Camargo with 19. It's a 5-point lead for Central, 40-45 with 60 seconds to go. Here's Miller. We'll get it off, and out of bounds is Pena.
The five-point lead for Northwest at 45-40 right now with 54 ticks on the clock on our Pepsi scoreboard here in the first half.
And as one of the officials, wonder if they're just confirming the table, or well, they just changed the shot clock to 17. Miller will inbound, give it off here to Long, swing it back to Sims. Sims loses the basketball for a moment.
Ends up being a pass, as it turns out.
Here's Long, drives in, blocked there by Camargo. That's his second one of the night. Now you got Pena. Kick it out here to Stevens. Stevens, pass inside to Pena, and we'll get it.
That's a nice give and go. The person who passed it out, Pena, got the ball right back and scores. Not their biggest lead, though. Their biggest lead was at that 11-2 juncture early in the contest. Right now up by 7, 47-40.
20 seconds to go with 17 on the shot clock. Gia with the basketball. Central could potentially hold it for an opportunity.
The next to last shot.
Yeah. Gia. Hand it off here to Sims. Sims going to try to drive in. Floater shot up and no good. Black Bear will try to put it back in, but he can't make it. But he's going to have 2 chances at that free throw line. Black Bear on the season, 59.5% free throw shooter at the line, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds. First shot from Black Bear is up and good.
He appears to be a better shooter than what those numbers say.
Yeah, these are all season stats, and obviously
those are the best kind. Those all season ones. I tell you.
All season, yeah. Second shot up, no good. Northwest has an opportunity for the last shot, and here comes Stevens with 0 seconds. Is the shot? It's no good. It doesn't go in either way, and it will be Central down 47-41. Here in the halftime intermission. We're going to step aside here.
First, I was Brad Schmidt talking to one of the officials there, trying to get some, lobby a little bit about something that was called here in the first half.
And we will step aside here. We'll give you guys some first half numbers. You're listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1. And we're back here on Rustler Radio 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. It's 47-41 in favor of Northwest, and here with head coach Lindsey Fearing. But Joel,
I was asked the first question. My question is, Coach, I don't know if you rate wins on the season, but if you did, where would this one be? I'm guessing maybe number 1.
This was huge. This was huge for them and huge for me. I think I seriously outcoached Coach Davis, and she's been great all year.
Yeah.
I think I called timeouts when we needed to slow us down. Liv sometimes gets a little shot happy because she's feeling herself, which is great. I mean,
especially today.
Yeah, especially today. I mean, that kid went off. But I think all around we outplayed them. We outcoached them. It was a great game for us.
And I thought, actually, they're not a bad team at all. Their interior passing, I saw, gave us problems early on.
Yes.
And at the end, it's like, your biggest leads were towards the very end of the ball game, and that's the best time to have them. But so you would rate this your best win of the season, then I'm guessing.
Yeah, because we never faltered. I mean, we'd go up, they would go up, we would keep competing, we wouldn't change what we were doing. The past couple games, someone goes up and we start to get shot happy and we stop doing what we're supposed to. We stop playing defense. So this was huge, especially for our sophomores. I wanted to send them out.
Also put the brakes on a losing streak, and some of those games weren't real pretty in the losing streak as either, so that's got to be huge. And now you got to turn around and play them again. What do you expect in 2 days from now? That was a sigh.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a good game again, especially whenever you go to someone else's home. Games are always different. If we come out with the same energy that we had today, the same focus, the same want, we should be able to take that one. Which I think if we do, we end up playing them again in the playoffs, which is going to be crazy. But, I'm going to celebrate this one. I told them to celebrate it.
I was a little concerned when you lost one of your point guards at the end, towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
And they're going to press. but it never became a problem, really.
Right.
And that's pretty cool for the team to be able to deal with that.
Yeah, everyone that came in did what they needed to do. Everybody played their role. Liv was huge today. Ivana has been huge the past few games. She's responding to the things that I've told her all throughout the year.
And what about the complete game? I guess really it was an overall complete game. It was just the foul trouble that kind of really.
There were 54 fouls called, guys. 54 in this game,
On
which
both sides.
total 54 fouls, which is crazy. I've never actually been a part of a game where it's kind of in control of,
I've been in a lot of games where the last 2 minutes lasted a long time. And
oh my gosh.
This was one of them.
It was just the 40 seconds. I was like, this game needs to end right now. We need this game to end right now. But credit to the whole team. This win it's on them. It's for them. They did a phenomenal job.
Well, congratulations to you and the team, on a nice win on the home court here on sophomore. By the way, on the sophomores, will any of them possibly be back next year? It's not a lot. You've only got 4, I think.
Yeah, it's a conversation we haven't had quite yet. I'd like to tend to focus on what we have at hand, and then
it's such a weird deal, isn't it? Right now,
it is
it's
weird.
Like,
it is weird. It's very weird. But again, that's a conversation that's for them.
I want to go back because you guys will play on Monday. It's kind of the same situation that you had with LCCC last year. So what was that? What's the experience that you had last year that you can apply this year?
Yeah, going back and watching film and just correcting just a little bit of things that, we may have made mistakes on. Like last year, I recognized, we could have just switched everything. So that's the adjustment that we made coming back here for LCCC. Next game, I think we need to do a better job of guarding the interior, protecting inside, especially on help side, and then just recognizing personnel. Shooters.
I thought they were a pretty good passing team inside. Not a great shooting team, but a pretty good passing team.
They play so hard.
When would you play them then if it ends up being who you'll play in the first round?
It depends on them, their schedule, if they're wanting to do Friday or Saturday.
So, well, hey, congratulations once again, Coach.
Yeah,
enjoy.
Congratulations
Thank you.
getting the second win in a row on sophomore night. We will step aside here. We'll take a break. We'll give you guys some first half stats. You're listening to Wrestler Basketball here on 88.1. 47-41, excuse me, as Central is trailing by 6 right now. And first half stats, Joel, what do you got?
Well, I'll tell you how we got to the 47-41 score. Northwest with the 47, they were led in scoring by Juan Pablo Camargo with 19. Bryson Stevens has 12. 7 points for Alex Pena. And by the way, is that the field goal that is missing maybe? He has 7 here officially.
7? Okay. So
Gutierrez has 4. Cordova 3 and 2 points for Oake. As far as CWC, they were led in scoring double figures as Trey Sims has hit a couple of threes. Also scoring, Jaron Miller had 8. Tony Gia 6. Now Haley Black Bear had 6. 5 for Jesse White. Not quite a bit off his average, by the way, averaging 20 a game. Dave Mims has 4. And Sebastian Gaza has 2 points in this first half. As far as personal fouls, let's check and see anybody in real trouble. Well, Gabriel Gutierrez has 3 for Northwest, and nobody with more than 2. In fact, just a couple players with 2, White and Sebastian, and with 2 fouls apiece for CWC. Rebounding, CWC actually led the rebounding battle 24-23 in a close battle there. CWC out shooting them from three-point land, making 4 of 11. Northwest 2 of 8, but then most of their hay is being made inside by their post player, Camargo.
And that's probably somebody you got to look at definitely in that second half to make sure you can avoid him scoring on the pace that he was in that first half. And
the other thing is you only got 1 really tall player, and he's got 2 personal fouls, so you're going to be throwing bodies at him. We saw Black Bear at him part of the time in the first half, but nothing seemed to faze him a whole lot. I do think there's something wrong. They got him for only 3 rebounds, but I thought just some putbacks of shots that may have been contested by his or missed. I thought he may have got just that many rebounds on shots, putbacks. They've only got him for, 2 offensive fouls. I thought he might have more than that.
Yeah, and also the thing we got to worry about with Central is that just that period of where they won't score. Hopefully they don't have that situation come up in this one.
Yeah, and coming out of the break could be real interesting here because does CWC tighten it up in a hurry, or do we see, Northwest go on to a double-digit lead?
And we will step aside for one more timeout. Second half action coming up here on Rustler Radio, KCWC 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. And we're back here on Rustler Radio 88.1. It's going to be Central basketball down by 6 to start half number 2. It's going to be inbound to Jesse White. He'll take it to the center line and cross over it. White pass off here to Richards. It'll be the same starting 5 who started the game.
Close to picking up a foul there on a reach. They didn't call it.
Here's Gaza, hands off here to Richards with 20 seconds in to the ball game.
Nice for Richards to get that 3-point range coming back to him because he was an outstanding shooter last year.
And there's a 3-point attempt by Sims, and no good. Here's Gaza. White for 3. Gets it in!
That's Gaza that makes that play by keeping the ball alive and then get the rebound, and then otherwise it'd be going the other direction right now.
Yeah, Jesse White, the even leading scorer, there's a foul right there on Gaza, and Gaza not liking the call.
And there you're in foul trouble now with 3 fouls.
Got to watch out as his night continues here. White, the league scorer season-wise, only has 8 right now.
So we see not pulling the trigger on a replacement player for Gaza here early on. I would go right back to the big guy. You're going to call a timeout to avoid the 5-second call there.
And we will just keep it right here, right now. It's 47-44 in favor of Northwest.
Yeah, the C-Dub Booster Club will host their annual reverse raffle March 18th. In fact, it's on the scoreboard across the way right now. It's your chance to help the Athletic Scholarship Fund and win some cash, maybe even $10,000. Contact CWC Athletics for ticket information or text raffle 855-2119 for a link to get a chance to win $10,000. If you had $10,000, what would you do?
That's a great question. You know, everybody's mindset would be to spend it if they could.
I'm going to start a hockey program at the University of Texas. It might not be enough, but that's my plan if I win it.
Did you see what the Arizona Coyotes are going to be playing in for a while? They're going to play in an arena with 5,000 seats.
That's Arizona State's
the new facility is.
Who made it to the Frozen Four just a couple of years ago.
There's a 3-point attempt from Stevens, no good. Here's an opportunity for Central to tie or trail by 1.
I saw that facility at Thanksgiving, by the way.
Really? It's still under construction, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Richards, gives it off to White, and we have a
infraction. You're stepping on the out-of-bounds line.
And he'll go to Northwest, so no opportunity to cut this lead.
So that was my plan, to make it a better world if I win the big money.
You do what you got to do, right, Joel? Is Northwest has the basketball. This is Swenson. Bounce pass to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, handoff here to Swenson. Pass back to Ilea. Floater shot, no good.
Well, good block out by CWC. There were no trappers there trapping away in there.
And Gaza getting rejected there. There's Sims with the steal. And Sims will kind of wait for the offense to get back, as it was basically him and 4 trappers.
Nice job by Cordoba erasing that play, though.
Here's Richards. 3 is good, and it's a tie ball game.
If he gets hot, that changes everything for CWC.
Yeah, both teams trying to get their seasons finished up on a good note. There's a miss there from Stevens, and here comes Central.
And we're tied at 47s.
Central wins 1 of 2. They'll have the 5 seed from Sims, and he's got a 3.
Boy, like I said, we talked to his dad earlier. Dad came to a good game to watch.
Yeah, the right game, too, on sophomore night with Central up by 3. It's 50-47.
I'm surprised they have not tried to really go to the big guy with Gaza with the 3 personal fouls.
As you say that, he misses a floater shot that he's been able to make most of the night.
He's smiling. I think he thought he was fouled on that play, as a travel will be called out front.
And I think Mims likes that call as he tried to take a top-of-the-arc 3.
I think they felt and loading up to take the shot, he took an extra step.
Yeah, and like I was mentioning earlier, Joel, big game for both teams. Central wins 1 of these next 2. They'll be the 5 seed.
I think it's a big game for, even if that doesn't come into play, it's big before your end of the year to get some momentum going.
Exactly, yeah. End on a high note. Here's, Cam.
Not happy with that call, as he slapped the floor after that was called.
There's an inside pass. Gaza misses the dunk. He's going to try to get it. Misses again. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Northwest basketball.
I got a couple of post players that are frustrated right at this moment.
And it's going to be a substitution coming in for Northwest. Pena checks in to the ball game. He's got 7.
They had some good moments in that first half.
And it'll be Northwest basketball with 17:02 to go.
Well, CWC strong out of the gate here in the second half.
Yeah, I want to make sure they don't avoid that scoring spree, as Pena gets the 2 points. That's up and good. That's the first bucket for Northwest in this one.
Yeah, the assist was probably the bigger thing than the basket, really, on that play.
Here's White, gets a screen from Gaza, losing the basketball as that's stolen there from Swenson. And Pena will take the layup shot, doesn't get it. Rebound there by White. White's got 5 on 4 if they wanted to take it. He'll try a 3. That is in and out. Mims put back it in.
A great follow by Mims, as he had a great view on how that ball would come out that way.
And here comes Central Wyoming with a 3-point lead. It's 52-49 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Northwest with the basketball. Pena. We'll give this off here to Swenson.
There's some serious leaning on each other in the post, isn't there?
Yeah, there is right now, as I agree with you, as Pena gets the second bucket for Northwest, and he has both.
Yeah, he's in double digits now with 11.
White drives in, goes for the layup, can't get it, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll go to Northwest. And they got some of the fans not agreeing with the call. And as Richards will sub out, Black Bear checks in, and Gaza checks out. Gia comes in.
Got to give Gaza some rest with the 3 personal fouls right now.
It'll be Northwest basketball, 15:45 to go. Swenson at the corner, pass inside to Pena, who's had all the points for Northwest in this second half. He'll go for a third and get it.
He's almost equaled his first half total here, as he's got 6 in the second, 7 in the first.
Yeah, he's got 13 right now in the game. White gives this to Mims, gets a screen from Black Bear, pass off here to Sims. Sims drives it, and is he going to get tripped? And he hurt his shoulder, and he's taking a moment.
Down.
Yeah, he's holding his shoulder, and he's taking a moment, and that does not look like a good sign.
Oh, he's going to be helped up, and it's interesting, too, he's being helped up by the arm that I thought was hurt, because that would tell you more about the shoulder. But I thought it was the right shoulder. You think it's the left?
Yeah, he was holding onto his left shoulder.
But obviously he's not coming out of the ball game, and he will gingerly take his place in the corner.
So we'll see how he goes. Or is he?
Yeah,
he's holding that left. And he's going to have a sub check in. Miller's going to check in. Sims will check out.
Yeah, not really showing much activity with that left shoulder or left arm as he comes. And
he's going to get attended to the trainer.
Adam Simon on that. He's done a great job all year here at home games for CWC, for both our team and the opposing team.
Here's White with the basketball. Pass here to Long. Long, take it to the top of the arc, backs up, looking for somebody to give it off to. We'll give it off here to Gia on the right side. Gia, step back, Long, 2, up, and no good with 5 on the shot clock. Almost a disaster there for Northwest as nobody came up with the basketball. There's a lob pass to, that was a lob pass to Ilaya. It's going to be Black Bear with the foul.
The fans not liking that call either.
And the fans are getting into this, and I like to hear that. It's awesome to hear the fans getting into it. You can hear the bench from up here. You can hear the fans, everybody.
Well, sometimes I'm afraid we hear the bench too well because there isn't enough fans, but today a good crowd on hand.
First shot up and no good from Ayala. And it's still Pena with the only buckets in this second half. And we'll change that right there with that free throw. It's 54-52 in favor of the Trappers. It'll be Black Bear to inbound. Give it off here to Miller. Miller's going to cross center line. Miller tries to drive in, loses the basketball for a moment. We'll take it back to the top. Gia, swing out to White. White will bring it back up. He's at the logo, guarded by Oyeku, excuse me. Gia drives in, layup up and good.
Interesting. I think I expected to reverse the layup, but he didn't really. Kind of used the hand trailing and put it up and in.
And that is 5 Rustlers who have scored in this second half so far. Here's a shot from Camargo, excuse me. And foul, I believe that's going to be on, or who are they going to call this on?
I think it's going to be on Black Bear.
Trying to see who the call is on. They haven't given it a number yet on the scoreboard.
Well, maybe it isn't Black Bear, perhaps. But we do not have a 21.
We don't have a 21 on the scoreboard, so I will figure out who the foul was on in a moment. There's the shot from
Camargo, who can't complete the three-point play.
Yeah,
and they never did put up the foul, who that was on. So, and I think right now the assistant coach is checking at the table, in fact.
And we have a timeout taken by Central Wyoming. It's going to be a full timeout. We will take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. And we're back here on Rustler Radio 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. Apologize right there for the dead air for a moment, but we are back here and live. Here's Mims. Drives in, kick it to Long. Long will get the layup and one.
Camargo not happy about that call, and I think he's risking something here because he's complaining about a number of calls right now, so if he's got a legitimate gripe at some point, they're going to be thinking, oh, here he goes again.
And then potential technicals, which we saw one in the earlier game from Cutright for Northwest. And we will have a free throw coming and a potential lead change.
I know Camargo said, hey, that's not a foul in Mexico. You think he said that?
And it's
Because that is where he's from.
made, yep, that's where he is from, and it's made there by Long. And there is the score there from
Camargo.
Camargo. And Camargo's got 23.
And his average is heating up a bit in this game.
Here's Black Bear, has an opportunity, dunks it in!
Oh, he went dunk to dunk on the two sides.
And a technical is issued to Black Bear.
He hung on the rim after it to demonstrate, you know, his dunk a bit. The crowd's not going to like it.
And Brad Schmidt doesn't like the call either.
Well, the CWC fans can see that they're not in complete
And a
agreement.
bench warning has been issued. So bench warning on Central. A technical shot comes. It'll be Stevens to go for the technical shot. And Gia getting the crowd riled up.
Be more hostile than you already are.
And they are getting into it. Shot is up and good. And you hear the Northwest team cheering after that shot was made.
Typically, you have the Northwest gals here. I've not seen where they are because typically, oh, there you go. Because typically, you see the pizzas being brought in, you know, before you hit the road for the gals in the first game.
Yeah, about a 2.5 hour drive, if I'm not mistaken, from Riverton to Powell.
You live in Cody. You should know this.
Cody's about half an hour. Then, if you go through the Cody way, that's about another half hour.
Yeah, but if you zip through the canyon going 75 per, I mean, that's
which is not recommended. Stay tuned for the Buckle Up for Life post-game show.
If you do that, you will not get to Powell.
And here's Mims with the basketball. Loses it for a moment, drives in, floater shot, up and good. And it's 61-59 in favor of Central. 13-10 to go. Langer gives this off to Oyeku. Guarded by Miller. They pass this off to Stevens. Stevens going to try to drive in. Shots up and takes a couple bounces. Rebound there by Mims. Here comes Central. Gia with the basketball. Hand it here to Mims. Mims was looking for Gia. Can't get it. Black Bear gets it right back. Long's going to take it in. Long shot up, and 2 free throws will be coming, though. So there's a sequence of events if you want to know what was going on. It's basically back and forth. The pace hasn't slowed down.
By the way, updating, Mims is on the bench right now, so or Sims, I should say, is on the bench right now.
So that is a good sign to hear. Wyoming defeating Air Force 75-67 today. They bounce back from the...
And Sims will be back into the ball game here.
And that's a good sign to see there.
Now, Wyoming having one heck of a year with their basketball program.
Yeah, one of the best seasons, I think.
But you know what's scary about that? If they have too much success, would they possibly lose their coach? He is like the lowest paid coach in the conference right now.
Yeah, he is doing it.
When he gets to that tournament, teams, you know, that are replacing coaches would be looking at that. And if he's that paid where he is right now, the buyout can't be that severe.
Yeah, it's going to be White guarding Oyeku. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Joel. And you got to think it's good to see.
That's a great hustle play to push the ball.
Here's Oyeku, can't convert, and then we got a foul call on the play. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see Wyoming bouncing back from the loss to New Mexico.
Did we see Vondra into the ballgame in the first half?
We have not seen Vondra.
He's another one of their talls. He's at 6'8" at the free throw line right now.
Yeah, I have not seen him on the court yet. I think he still has not come off the bench. That first shot there.
First name Vladimir. One thing about doing a Northwest game,
they call him.
It prepares you to watch the Olympics with all these foreign athletes that are out there.
They call him Lamar. on the team. It's not on the roster, but I talked with the head coach. That's what they call him.
They call Vladimir Lamar. That's one of the easier pronunciations of a foreign player there is, but.
Or I might be getting this wrong. Hold on. So that first free throw was good.
If I don't know the pronunciation, I simply call him Wally, no matter who it is.
Oh, no, Lame Ventra. Excuse me, Lame Vendra. I apologize for that. I had it written on my computer. I just didn't write it right on my paper.
But his real name is Vladimir.
As Black Bear will go up for the shot. Can't get it. Put back is up and good.
A nice job hanging there to put it back up and in.
The 3-point lead on the Pepsi scoreboard. 12 minutes to go. Here's a 3-point shot and will connect, and we are tied. Shot taken there from Ayala. And that is point number 7 for him on the night. It's tied at 64-64. White.
You know, CWC playing this well, too, with Gaza on the bench is good because they're going to probably need him down the stretch.
Black Bear and one. The shot counts, and Black Bear is going to go to the free throw line. And what a night for all the wrestlers. I mean, we have multiple wrestlers in that scoring.
Right now, bring Camargo back into the contest, by the way.
Foul there was on Vondra.
Now, if you notice, the assistant coach is their women's head coach, by the way. He's on the bench right now.
Black Bear converts the end one 3-point play, and 8. Gotta double check that, but yeah, that was the same thing for Easter. I believe their women's head coach is the assistant, and the men's head coach is the assistant for the women's team. Here's a pass inside to
overplay by Black Bear, and couldn't get the steal, and left the avenue with no traffic.
25 for Camargo tonight. Here's Mims for the high arcing layup, and it's no good. And we are at a 1-point ball game, 67-66. 11:08 to go. Long check in, next dead ball.
Pretty weird, the biggest lead was just a few minutes into the contest.
And here's Sims with the basketball. Central had a 3-on-3, but Sims will just wait it out. We'll have 3 wrestlers check in, 2 trappers will check in, next dead ball. Gia drives in, and that is no good. And it's going to be Northwest with the basketball. Oyeku gives this off here, bounce pass inside to Camargo. Camargo's shot, no good. Black Bear with the rebound, and he takes a moment.
Interesting, he switched hands on that layup to go to his favored hand, and in doing so overshot the ball.
And Central slowing down just a little bit, getting this offense set. White drives in, up and good. And timeout taken by Central. It's a 30-second timeout.
Interesting, had he waited just a bit, I think he would have got the media timeout at the next dead ball with 10:22 to go here in the second half.
Yeah, usually that's the thing known for Brad. He usually takes the timeout on made shots.
Yes.
And we will just keep it right here for you guys.
Can't use the Rustler volleyball camp anymore. We're going to put the Ixnay on that, so that's gone. Okay, Rustler Rodeo is hosting a Johnson clinic for calf roping, breakaway, goat tying, and barrels. March 11th through the 13th at the CWC Equine Center. A jackpot follows the clinic on the last day. Visit johnsonsportline.com for information or check out the CWC Rodeo page on Facebook.
69-66 the score right now in favor of Central with 10:20 to go. Here comes Swenson. Goes to the right side, can't get it. White will be the last one to touch it.
I was almost able to save it. He couldn't knock it off Camargo because the ball was already out of bounds when he tried to save it.
It's going to be inbound from Swenson. He's looking for somebody. We'll give it off here to Ayala for 3. No good. White comes up with the rebound.
Nice block out by Davis Richard on that play too, by the way. Kept the defender from getting the rebound.
And Black Bear getting checked by Adam as well, so something to look out for. White for 3, no good. And we have 9:53 to go. Here's a pass to Camargo. He's going to give it off to Ilea for 3. Is up, no good. Who's going to be rebounded by? It's going to be rebounded by Gutierrez. Here's Swenson, pass it inside. Gaza guarding Camargo for the shot, and a foul is called.
Now, foul number 4, I think foul number 4 might have come a little bit earlier than that, actually, before, because there was some pretty good contact already going on as a timeout will be called.
And we will take one with them, and we are listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. And we're back here on Rustler Radio 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. As we got a couple free throws about to come here from Camarago. And he will shoot 2. Shooting 63% this season. First shot up and good. And he's at 26 on the night. Northwest shooting as a team tonight 67% from that line.
This is about what they shoot on the year, I think, isn't it?
I think you're at 63% if I'm not mistaken, as that second one goes in. As Oyeku will check in for Swenson.
Interesting. So now Black Bear will have to deal with Camargo. Of course, Camargo will have to deal with Black Bear on the offensive side too, though.
And here comes some full court pressure by Northwest. 9:32, Sims too long. That's up and good.
Nice job as he was using the rim to help protect it from being blocked.
And it's a 3-point lead again. And we got a foul. It's going to be called on Sims. If I'm not mistaken, that's his first. That is his first. And it's putting Northwest in the bonus now.
Wow, early. They're going to be doing that for a while. Only 4 fouls against Northwest here in the second half.
Gutierrez is going to go to that free throw line, shooting 65%. Gutierrez's first shot up. Good. And we'll have one more.
Boy, used a lot of the rim on that one.
And you have one more coming here. 71% now for Northwest. Second shot. Good. And Oyeku checking in to the ball game for Northwest.
From Estonia. Like I said, they have a kind of an international roster, which prepares me to watch the Olympics later today.
If I'm not mistaken, that's finishing up in a couple days, if I'm not mistaken here. Here's Richards. Floater shot. Takes a couple bounces, goes in.
And that's not typically his shot. He's usually a spot three-point shooter, but that was a nice change of pace there.
And here comes Black Bear, and then a foul call is going to be called late, but
now Black Bear not happy with the call.
And that is Black Bear's third foul, so he's in foul trouble now.
Nope, that's his fourth. That was the foul we missed.
That's the foul we did miss. So.
Well, we didn't miss it. They never put it on the board, and we really couldn't tell from here, so we'll accept no blame whatsoever.
And it will be Gaza going to have to check in now for Black Bear. And
so you got 2 foul players with 4 fouls checking each other, in and out.
And Gaza will talk to Brad Schmidt. So your 2 tall players are
our tallest.
The tallest.
And that's what's concerned me too. When Sims was taken out for a while, how hurt he was, because when you start going down, he's one of the next tallest then, and our talls are not that tall compared to this guy.
You also have Saul May too, who hasn't been in the game yet.
And he has started at some point this year too.
He has second shot, no good. Camargo has 28 now on the night. 73-71 on the Pepsi scoreboard, 8:50 to go. White gives this off to Gaza. Gaza gonna pass inside for White. He looks, but it's gonna be stolen there. And it goes back to Northwest for the potential tie. Gutierrez is...
That's a flop warning against CWC there. That's what that call is.
Something you really don't see from
You see it about once a game, it seems like. They try to get the point across, is what it appears, you know.
From here, we really don't see it. And we are tied at 73 apiece.
You see it in diving with the belly flop quite often, which is not a high-scoring dive typically.
Here's Richards, gives this off to Sims. He's going to take a quick three, no good. Gaza was looking, he gives it off to Sims. Nice pass to Sims, just not able to convert the layup. And Gia will check in, Mims will check in. Here's a pass from Ayala to Pena, and it's going to be stolen, almost stolen there.
A whole lot going on there with not a whole lot happening.
Yeah, so White hits it out of bounds last. And remember, Central does not have Jack Boomock in this game either.
No, that'd be the guy to maybe lock down some of the outside part of the game. He does a nice job swinging, well, probably in guard positions 1 through 4, really.
And Jacob Maddox also out for Central Wyoming. Here's a drive. Oyeku goes for the 2, gets it in and good, and it's Northwest now in the lead.
Nice body control. I'll have to give him credit for that.
Approaching 8 minutes to go. White backs up.
White works hard, doesn't he, Jesse White?
Yeah, here's White. Going to go baseline. Backs up. Fadeaway shot. No good. Rebound there from Ayala.
I called him Jack White from the White Stripes, which would have been wrong.
Here's a wide open 3 for Loegu, and he's going to make him pay.
The Estonian with the basket.
It's a 5-point lead now, biggest lead in a while. White with the basketball. Pass off here to Long. Long going to give it off to Gaza. To Gia, inside now to Mims in that post position. Mims, and they're going to call the travel. The coach from Northwest, head coach Jay from Northwest, yelling that was a travel.
And he got the call.
He did.
You know, remember, Gaza opened the game shooting a 3, but we've seen nothing like that since.
Yeah, they were working on it a little bit in pregame when I was
I think it's been put to the back burner, I think.
Yeah, here's White. Guard Oyeku. Here's a 3 from Kenya. Is this one good? No good. It's rebound there.
That
by
would have been huge had it fallen.
With 7 minutes to go, it's a 5-point lead for the Trappers. White with the basketball, top of the arc. Going to give this off to Gia. Gia going to go baseline. Kick out here to Richard. Richard to White. White now drives in. It was looking for Gaza and couldn't get it. And here comes Northwest now. Oyeku. Give it off here to Ayala. Pass it to now to Gutierrez. Gutierrez drives in, and a foul is going to be called on Gaza. And Gaza doesn't like the call.
And he doesn't like it particularly because it's his 5th.
That's his 4th. I have him 4. Yeah, oh, it is his 5th. I apologize. So Gaza has fouled out of the game with 6:36 to go. Black Bear
with 4 comes back in.
With 4 comes in, so that's something to watch out for. So
interesting, they drove the foul on Gaza without Camargo into the game.
First shot from Oyeku is good. Or no, that's Gutierrez. I apologize, getting that free throw in. It's a 6-point lead for Northwest.
And here comes Camargo into the contest here.
This is the second one.
On the next dead ball, which that wasn't.
Here comes Mims. Mims will pass it off to White. I apologize there. White gives this off to Richard. Richard going to hand this off to Gia. Gia drives in, layup, scoop and score. That's good.
Of course, he's one of our own international players when you get right down to it, from Cameroon.
Here's Mims guarding Loigu. Loigu will miss. And here comes Central, down by 4. Mims will give it off to White. White gonna drive in, back out, gives it off to Black Bear. Gia gonna try to drive in, and you got a foul call.
Yeah, I got hip checked that time by Pena as he went by.
And so
that's a great play in hockey, not so good in basketball.
So next foul for Northwest will send, or is it gonna be 2 more fouls? They have 5. That foul was just called. So it is the 5th foul. So 2 more fouls. I'll put Central in the bonus. 1 more for Northwest. Northwest will be in double bonus. White drives in, jump stop, kick out here to Mims. Mims, pump fake that 3.
Camargo forced him to have to not take that shot.
Richards, spot up shot doesn't go in. And it's still a 4-point lead for the Trappers.
That'd be great for CWC if he were to get hot.
Here's a pass inside. Camargo guarded by Black Bear, and White will hit it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a typical section where a volleyball team would be, but I do not see them.
Yeah, 79-75 the score right now. Inbound pass goes to Oyeku. Oyeku guarded by White. 5:23 to go. Pass inside to Pena, who's guarded by Richards. Pena gives it out to Camargo, and he will travel.
And he knew it too. It's interesting because he simply handed the ball to the official after he did the Macarena for a moment.
Didn't argue with that call right there.
Kind of dating myself with that, but
it's Central basketball now. 5:15 to go. White will bring it up. White gives this off here to Mims. Mims going to try to drive in.
Well, that's close to travel right there too.
I think they're going to call that too.
Yeah, it is.
And it goes back to
so
Northwest.
Close that it was.
The Northwest basketball. White will meet up with Oyeku, and they're going to put some pressure.
The press, when they've pressed, it hasn't bothered Northwest so far. Like I said, they can maybe ratchet up from what they're lucky they had a player where that ball was thrown because it missed the regular guy.
Pena will pass this off to Camargo. Stevens back to Camargo.
Interesting, he was going to his left side. I would have thought he would have gone with that.
And there's a rebound by Oyeku.
Yeah, just split two wrestler defenders there and grabbed that board.
Stevens.
Oh, they had Camargo wide open if they wanted him. Here comes a lob.
And there's Mims with the rejection. And he will bring the basketball up. Pass inside to White. White, layup, up and good. It's a 2-point game.
Well, what a change. You could have made it a 6-point at one end. Instead, the partial block and the layup by White at this end makes it a 2-point game.
Oyeku brings the basketball up with a 2-point lead. Here's Pena for two, no good. Who's that rebound by? It's going to go out of bounds. Black Bear touches it last, and we'll go back to Northwest.
Yeah, a couple times Camargo's been wide open, and they just haven't found him, which is, well, good for the CWC side.
It'll be Northwest basketball, 4:08 to go. 79-77 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Central has fouled 9 times, Northwest with 5. Inbound to Pena for 3, no good, misses everything. And here's an opportunity for Central. Mims gonna drive in, lose the basketball for a moment. Richards, baseline. We'll look for White. White for 3, no good. And an opportunity to take the lead is no good.
But Pena's given them some good moments off the bench in this contest, hasn't he? Got the board that time.
Here's Stetson, he gets the 2-point shot.
Yeah, and he got the chance to rest on the floor after it.
And here comes Central now, down by 4 again. It's 81-77. Black Bear.
Clock really not a factor so far.
We'll get the 2-point shot, backing up. And he still is playing with 4 fouls right now with 3:22 to go. Steven gives this off to Camargo for a long 2, that's in and good.
That's a shot they would probably give him as opposed to letting him work inside, but he does get the basket that time.
Has just reached the 30-point maker, and here is Black Bear for 2, misses, put back up and good.
He's done it a couple of times on his own miss, putting it back up and in.
And it's a flip between a 4-point lead and a 2-point lead for Northwest. 81-83. Here's Ayala. Drives in. Give it off here to Camargo, and he will be fouled. And that one's going to go against Mims.
Yeah, it's not against Black Bear, so he'll stay in the game,
So that's
but
a break
Mims
for-
will pick up the foul.
That'll be a break for him, for Black Bear at least. That's only the second foul for Mims.
Pretty high-scoring game, 83-81 with 2:44 to go.
You have 4 rustlers in double digits. For Northwest, you have 3. And the leading scorer of the night
This is
by
one of
either
the
team.
3 right here.
Yeah, the leading scorer for either team is that first one is good. He's got 31. Gutierrez checks in. Ayala checks out. And we still have 2:44 to go.
These 2 teams that go at it again on Monday, which ought to be an entertaining contest because this certainly has been.
Second shot is up and good, and it's a 4-point lead again. Timeout taken by Northwest. Full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com. And we are back here on 88.1, streaming online at rustlerathletics.com and Spectrum Channel 189. 2:44 to go. It's an 85-81 game in favor of the Trappers.
Wow, it's you have to use it's come down to the nitty-gritty. It's such a cliche, but it really is the case right here. 2:44 to go on our Pepsi scoreboard, our Pepsi/Mountain Dew scoreboard. I'm giving Mountain Dew some cred here. But 85-81, 4-point game. CWC with the basketball. See if they got some magic in them these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, the girls' game was a pretty good one, coming down to the wire, and then Central pulled away a little bit, and then this one is the same result.
You know, not every possession right now you have to score, but it sure would help right at this point.
Gia with the basketball, almost losing it, and then you have a foul call. It's going to go against Northwest.
Interesting, you kind of got lucky because you started to lose the dribble, and then it came the reach, and there was your foul.
Foul is going to go against Steffens. That's his second. Or, no, apologies. I just gave him a two-pointer, not a foul. Yeah, that's still his second, though. Here's White. Drives in, loses the basketball. It's going to stay with Central.
Wow, I wasn't sure that was the case. I thought maybe that thing had been strafed across White at the end there, but apparently not.
Central basketball down by 4. 2:29 to go. 85-81 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Mims gives this off to White. White spins, gets around the defense. Reverse layup, no good. And we got a foul. It's going to go against Northwest. It will be. It's going to go against Camargo. He's only got 2 fouls in this game.
Oh,
that's his third. Excuse me. I missed a foul somewhere. That was the foul I missed. There we go. So bonus now for both teams.
And remember, he is not a great free throw shooter, so it'd be nice to get 2, but the numbers say he'd probably make 1 of 2.
He's done good as his free throw attempts. He is got him 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 tonight. Second shot, big one, up, good.
Now shooting above his average tonight, which is important, certainly in a game as close as this one.
Central has converted on 77% of their free throws tonight. Northwest with the basketball. Pena will give this off to Steffens. Steffens will give it off to Gutierrez, guarded by Richard. Gutierrez goes for the 2. That's no good. It's Central with the basketball with 2 minutes to go. Down by 2. Big possession maybe for Central if they can get it. It would be a tie game.
You know, Davis Richard is not at a great shooting, but he's done a lot of other things well.
It's gone by Gia! And it's a lead for Central. The crowd and the bench getting into it. Here's a shot from Northwest. It's no good. Rebound there by Black Bear.
Boy, CWC with the ball and the lead right now. Wasn't sure we'd be saying that this soon. You know, we thought we might see it before the end of the game, but they've come back with a vengeance just in the last half minute.
And Gia loses, and it's a backcourt violation, and Gia not happy with himself. He just lost it off his foot.
Yeah, right after he made that huge 3 just moments ago.
So now a big defensive possession for Central coming up with 80 seconds to go.
The 2 teams with 7 timeouts left combined.
Northwest has 4, Central with 3. Pena pass inside to Camargo. He's going to go for the shot, gets it in.
Like I said, you got to play him to that side. He is definitely very left-handed.
Here's White, crosses the timeline. We have 60 seconds to go. White.
If CWC makes it, there'll be the timeout, I'm certain, knowing Brad.
And Black Bear loses it for a moment, and a timeout will be taken right there by Central Wyoming. We'll see if this is a 60-second or a 30-second. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1. 87-86 with 52.4 to go. Back here on Rustler Radio with 50 seconds to go. It's 86 to 87 in favor of Northwest. White with the basketball will lose it. And here comes Ayala. He's going to go for the two-point shot and convert. And now we have a timeout taken by Northwest, it looks like.
After the made basket.
After the made basket, so it will be.
Wow, that turned things around.
89-86 in favor of Central. It's a 60-second timeout. We will.
For Northwest.
For Northwest, thank you. I apologize for that. We will just keep it right here, and it is coming down to the wire. And they will meet on Monday too, Joel. Which this is going to be interesting of how the teams respond right now. It's 89 again, 89 to 86 with 39.5 to go. And it's coming down right to the wire. And both games, again, like I mentioned, are...
Yeah, it should be nice for CWC to pull the sweep off, but right now they're in some trouble here with 39.5 seconds to go.
It's
before we go, we'd like to thank all the people who've listened to us during the season. It's been great being able to do these games. It's been fun doing the games with you, Wyatt. John not here today. Jackson, Riley. And you guys have done a nice job. What came out of a class that didn't even exist last year, and now you're the voice of the Lander Tigers, for example.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me.
And you other guys have done the state tournament, the state run for the championship for the Shoshone Wrangler football team.
Yeah, which was fun to do. We want to thank our new media students, Jackson Morris, Riley Boyan, Christian Corona. Here's a shot from White. That's no good. It's rebound there by.
They got a foul. There's no time. They can't.
They have to. Shot clock's turned off, and a foul is made. I think it's Gia.
It's really an intentional foul, but it's never called. But it is an intentional foul, obviously. But they go to the free throw line, and they're shooting the double bonus, which is a factor. So he has less pressure, certainly, than a one-on-one situation.
And you're sending somebody to the line who averages 70.5% on the season. Shot from Steffens is good.
So it's a two-possession game then. This one here will be frosting on it if he makes this one.
Second shot, good. And it's 91-86 with 20 seconds to go. Gia pushing the pace up. Jump stop, three, no good. That goes out of bounds and it will go back to Northwest. And obviously for
the tables
Central,
have turned. Remember a little while ago the tables had turned with like under 2 minutes to go for CWC. Now they've turned back the other way.
Yeah, with Northwest, a foul on Richards. He intentionally fouls here for
now
Central.
Here, if you do make the two, then you do boost it up to a three-possession game. So one, it's two possession, but it's two possession and you tie if you make 2 threes, which is no guarantee, certainly with 14.4 seconds to go.
And Central still has 2 timeouts too if they want to use them.
What they can do, like we saw in the women's game, is use your timeouts and move it to half court, as Northwest was doing, as the first free throw falls.
First free throw from Swenson is good. And that's his first point of the game, too.
Kind of interesting pressure position to be in as he makes both.
And converts both. So Oyeku has checked into the ball game. It's a 7-point lead.
Boy, it's just darn tough right now.
And with 14 seconds to go, it's going to be Central having a win on Monday as Richards will shoot the three. It's no good. Rebound there by Northwest, and a foul is going to be called there.
So it will be Northwest going with a win into that contest at home on Monday, which I think it'll be a very close game again. I think these two teams match up pretty well. But here at the end, wow, in fact, the minutes before it was all CWC. This last minute's been all Northwest.
Yeah, it's kind of going at the right time is it's Swenson who gets to the third free throw in a row, shooting 73%.
And it's where the final score is what it is, but it really won't show the way the game was played.
Exactly. I agree 100% with you, Joel, as here comes White. White's just going to pop a three with 1 second to go, and that is how this game will end. It is 95-86 in favor of Northwest, and Central will have to have a must-win game on Monday.
But is it even must win? Because they will probably be playing, East. It's must win because you want some momentum.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be must win as far as seeding, I don't think.
If they win, they get the 5. I don't know. That's what at least.
Okay. Because
Central.
with the Northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're both fighting for that same seed, as it turns out, aren't they?
They are, and it's going to be Central getting this one. So Monday, it will be Central playing at Northwest. We will step aside here, give you guys some final game numbers. You're listening to Rustler Basketball here on 88.1.
Joel Kindle here with you after the ballgame with Coach Brad Schmidt. Coach, wow, do we just replay the tape of almost every other interview we've done after a game? Is it just more of the same, or was this different tonight, or what? What just happened?
What just happened is we took a lead at 86-85. We had the ball in our hands. One of my players dribbled it off his foot, threw it over and back. They scored on us. I get the ball in my, White's hands. We come down, we go another turnover, and then we go miss layup, and then we go miss 3, and they finish the game on a 10-0 run. And I don't know what we could have changed as a coaching staff in those last 2 minutes, but it's been our Achilles heel, man. The reality is when the ball gets jumped up, players win basketball games. Coaches don't. And our guys have not done a good enough job of that this year. And neither have Coach Collins' jobs, because I talk to him pretty much daily. So really impressive effort by his group. And, really proud of my guys for sticking together through the adversity we've had all year, and obviously being down Jack is huge to us too. But, no excuses. We got to be better.
So does this hurt more than some of the other ones?
Not
Or
at
are
all.
they pretty much
Not
the
at all.
same?
This doesn't hurt at all. I don't care that it's sophomore night or it's our last home game. It's utterly disappointing that we've gone 0-5 at home. It's utterly disappointing that the last 5 to 10 minutes of every single game, it seems like we just completely forget how to play college basketball and step up and make plays. And I don't know how to simulate that in practice. So, it's no more frustrating. It's actually kind of a relief as we, we're done playing here, and, we'll play on Monday, and we'll play next Saturday against somebody and see if we continue playing after that.
What do you expect on Monday? Because these two teams seem pretty evenly matched.
Yeah. They are evenly. We are pretty evenly matched, and we play a very similar style. So, I don't know. I don't know how my guys will respond. I mean, we got a 3-hour bus ride to Powell on Monday. We haven't necessarily. I mean, I guess we have won a region road game, so I guess you could say we're better on the road than we are at home. But I don't know how we'll be.
And getting your bigs in foul trouble, though you really only have one big. But
but our bigs were outstanding. When you look at, Nye had 19, 12 rebounds, and even Sebastian had 8 rebounds in 15 minutes and a couple of assists. That's much better than he was, a month or two ago. So no, I was pretty impressed, man. And their big guy Pablo, he's a beast, man. He's a really good player, and I knew he was going to be a matchup nightmare for us, and he did a good job.
It seems like left-handers are kind of a goofy matchup anyhow, it seems.
Yeah, definitely, Joel. Especially, I love lefties, to be honest, man. I've always joked about recruiting an all-lefty team. So we'll see if I ever pull that off. But you don't see too many bigs that are left-handed like that, he's highly effective.
You're taking my questions,
Oh,
Joel.
I'm sorry. But, Coach, a hard-fought game, two teams that, like I said, matched up quite well. Like I said, your bigs did play well, but they were in foul trouble, and that certainly. Also, I was kind of concerned when Sims got hurt, because then that would have been maybe your next big up. So
well, I would have went to Jarrett Lucas. Jarrett's been really good for us. It's one of these things, when Jarrett was playing, Sebastian wasn't playing very well, so Jarrett was getting minutes, and then now that Sebastian started to come, and Niehe's been really good, there's just no minutes for Jarrett. So Jarrett's been good. He does really good stuff in practice. So we have depth at the 5. It's just. Our best players got to play better if we're going to beat anybody, and unfortunately that didn't happen.
Well, Coach, this is our last game here for us this year. We certainly appreciate you coming up.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys, man. I know some of these interviews I get a little short and pointed, but that's who I am. And, I tell my guys that I recruit, and I tell my players, I'm not changing who I am. And I coach with a lot of passion. I live my life with a lot of passion. And, I try to get that out of my players. And hopefully I can do that for Monday and into next Saturday, and maybe we can make something happen in the postseason.
I guess, too, if you take a magnifying glass to this schedule you've played this year, you're going to see, what kind of games they were. The record isn't great, obviously, but you're going to see what kind of games were played throughout the season by the CWC
Yeah,
team.
man, we're competitive. Our record, our record is what it is. And you look at our record, we suck. Let's call a spade, but we don't. I got good college basketball players. We run a very good system. We play incredibly hard. We have a game plan. So these guys are going to make the transition to the next level. It's just we just don't have enough juice on our roster, and that's been glaringly evident. We just don't have much depth. Where if one or two of our main guys struggles, we can't win, and that's been the case. You look at Eastern Wyoming when we won. White played well, Mims played well, Chulamak played well, and Gia played well. That's why we won. It had nothing to do with the game plan. It had nothing to do with, we put this magical scout together. No. So if our guys play well down the stretch, we're going to have success, and if we don't, our season's probably going to be done next Saturday.
Coach, well, thank you very much. We do appreciate you coming up.
Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, head coach. That's head coach Brad Schmidt for Central Wyoming. And again,
and
Monday,
we really do appreciate him coming up. Kind of a weird sophomore night because we don't know, and we've talked about that on the show last Thursday because we weren't sure who's coming back and who's not coming back. The sophomores, because I think they're almost all able to come back if they want to.
Yeah,
maybe one was redshirted early. I don't know. Maybe not able to. I don't think Sebastian can, from what I understand.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think Sebastian
But anyhow,
is.
like I said, we certainly appreciate both Brad and Lindsay coming up time and time again. And sometimes, he was right, there's not a smile on their face when they come up here. And in all honesty, for us, it's not that easy to ask questions either, because
Yeah.
you know they're down in the dumps
Yeah,
when they get here.
You took all my questions that you asked.
I'm a thief. What can I do?
It's great minds think alike. We're going to wrap it up here from Central Wyoming College. And before
I was going to say one last thing. Again,
That's
we
it.
appreciate the folks who've been listening to us all year long. Appreciate John Gabrielson, who has helped show you guys the way. He's not here today watching his son play in Casper. But, I think it's been fun watching you guys grow as broadcasters. It started as a club last year. It wasn't even a class. I remember it was a club.
We just
and
came together.
And
yeah.
John put the time in to work with you guys, And like I said, on top of you guys being young broadcasters, the voice of the Lander Tigers, I consider you guys my friends as well. So
Yeah, we appreciate
it's been a
you,
win-win
Joel.
for me also. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Fist
thank you
bump.
very much, and thanks to everybody else listening. So
Yeah.
now you can wrap it.
Thank you, Joel. I do appreciate it. It's always fun to call with you, especially now that I can call with you for the men's games. And, again, I want to thank John for letting me keep coming on and keep calling men's games for the new media program. Joel Kindle, John Gabrielson, and Amanda Nikoloff. I'm Wyatt Barichka. So long, guys, and thank you guys for listening to the broadcast this year.